Hi, I'm Sluggy and welcome to my channel, Wheels and Whisky. Join me as I visit distilleries within easy riding distance from a local train station, enjoy new scenery and maybe a wee nip from my hip flask. The routes I use will always be linked in the description for others to try themselves. Hi, I'm Sluggy and welcome to the third episode of Wheels and Whisky. Today we're at Leuchars Train Station, about an hour's journey from Edinburgh. Leuchars Station is the main station that people use for St Andrews, but today we are going to go a bit further on and go and visit Kingsbarn Distillery, a fairly new distillery, one I haven't been to before, one I haven't tried much from as well, so I'm looking forward to it. The full journey is about a 44-kilometre round trip. There are some other options you can go if you want to do a bit more of the coastal route. But anyway, I'm just going to head out there, do the tour and maybe spend the rest of my day in St Andrews. So enjoy the journey. As we leave the train station to enjoy another sunny ride in Scotland. See, it's a quite busy road. I'm going to stick to the cycle path, which actually takes you all the way into St Andrews. So it's quite good you've got this cycle path. It's a shared footpath as well, so obviously to be always wary of pedestrians, children, especially people with dogs, so be ready to stop or change direction if required. So again, a nice little bit of separate, keeping us away from the cars, looking along the estuary. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Good day for it, isn't it? You're going faster than me. St Andrews is known for many things. It's an ancient city with a lot of history, university town. But I guess it's best known for its golf, being the home of golf. Right now behind me they're setting up to host the Open. Lots of stands being put up. Behind me you can see the famous bridge on the 18th, I think, hole. You can cycle along, you can cycle round it, walk round it if you want. Some nice paths round about it, even through it, but watch out for the golf balls. But we're not here for golf, we're here to cycle, we're here for whisky, so let's go.
I can't wait.
Lots of old monuments. I think that was an old monastery, if I remember things correctly.
She went too fast.
Sorry, I was going to go to the grass there to get you. Thanks for noticing. I didn't know it was so steep there. Look at this, some nice sandy beaches. Need to watch my kids and dogs use bits here. When I used to be a bit fitter, I would often cycle up to St Andrews and cycle other places, but this was about 112 kilometres to me. But when I got here, I'd look out at a sports centre, like the one there, and so after a few pounds you can use their shower facilities and get changed and cleaned up if you wanted. So that's us saying goodbye to the lovely beach and now heading up a nice wee hill. So are you okay? Oh, I'm gonna forget this one, mind you.
Go, go, go.
Thank you.
Oh.
Hopefully it's the wee climb. Causing queues here. Don't forget, that's what mind you, it's a bit of wee better. Oh, hand up. There are some sections which you need to walk. There are some stairs I just passed by. Now this bit here, I might have tried to come up. But that just was, I met a nice couple and had a wee chat with them first. Oh, maybe not so much now, you know, see the actual length of it. Let's try this. And that's us coming up to Kingsbarn Distillery. Looks really nice. I like the setup. Even though it's fairly new, it looks like it's been here a long time. No, maybe they actually built off another building, I'm sure. Maybe we'll find out in the tour. Welcome. Welcome to the Kingsbarn.
process. But I want to pause here just for a second. I just want to show you what the distillery looked like roundabout. Yes, what this portrait's doing is kind of illustrating the arable nature of the surroundings. Fife in general is known as the breadbasket of Scotland, although interestingly enough, 80% of the grain that's grown here goes into the alcohol trade. We're quite thirsty. I think that's what that says. Our cask is housed in what we call a ducat, a pigeon cottage. And these ducats were very important to the economy of a farm or a big house or a village. Because this is a conservation area, it was important that we restored our ducat. So if you imagine back in the day, all of these little nesting boxes will have been filled with pigeons. And that would have provided meat and eggs in the winter to eat. You would have got feathers for bedding, and their droppings could be used as fertiliser. So our water couldn't be more local. You saw on the film that we use an aquifer. So there's a borehole that goes down about 100 metres through all this rock. And what we pump up is a lovely mineral-rich water. You don't really have to do much to that apart from take out some of the iron. So tomorrow morning when the guys come in, the first thing they'll do is they'll heat up the kettle. Because what we do need is plenty of hot water. Because we're going to add our grist. So water and grist are going to come down this pipe here into the mash tun. If you think of that as kind of like a big washing machine with a great big paddle. Because what you don't want to get are lots of clumps of grist. You want to keep that grist nice and loose so that the hot water can start to turn those starches into sugary water. So we wash our mash 3 times. 64 degrees, 73 degrees, 84 degrees. What we have here is our high-tech yeast weighing machine. So that line there is 3.5 kilos of yeast. Into the black bucket with some hot water, give it a good stir so that it starts to become nice and frothy, and then pour it into the tank. Same with the second yeast, 3.5 kilos, hot water, give it a good stir, and in it goes. Now these tanks, it's about 7,500 litres in here. So they'll only fill up to maybe here, maybe a bit lower, because the yeast's got to do its work. It's got to expand and bubble and get crispy and, do its thing. So our stools have got quite a long neck, a steep neck like that. When I mentioned the ducat and being a conservation area, ideally we might have liked our stills to be a little bit taller. We couldn't do that because we couldn't build any higher. So that's why there's such a long lin arm. We want lots of copper contact as the alcohol starts to steam. So, first distillation. Boil your alcohol at 80 degrees. Bubble, 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 steam, 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 steam. These nice steep sides, and it's going to drip back down again and then steam back up again, and that's called reflux. And we want lots of that reflux because we want a light whiskey. So a different shaped still, you'd maybe get a heavier, oilier whiskey. And that's really it. Dead easy. I did ask our head distiller, so come on, distill down for me what whiskey making process is. And he said, all it really is transferring hot water by a series of valves into different tanks, or hot liquid into a series of different tanks. That's it.
Yeah. Where did you get that?
I presume those two go together.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah. That's fine.
As we just completed a tour of the Kingsbarn Distillery, a really good tour, a lot of good information, not just about the distillery itself, about Scottish whisky in general. So we recommend it, and also had a nice bite to eat for lunch. So now heading back to Leuchars to get the train through St Andrews.
It's the ride back to St Andrews. You actually pass by probably 4 or 5 or 6 different golf courses. They're called links courses, and basically are courses which basically are between the beach and the usable farmland. So they're quite hilly at times, lots of bunkers, very windy, therefore quite difficult courses to play on. But that's why you see a lot of the courses around, they don't use the good farmland for golf courses, so links courses cropped up and were used for that. So we're taking just the main road back into Andrews rather than going the little coastal path we took. I'm just following my route map. It's nice to just enjoy the view without having to focus too much on the trail. There's the beach down there, which we came along this morning. And that's us in the Royal Borough of Andrews. Back at the famous Andrews golf course. I guess it's the 150th Open. Out at St Andrews and back on the cycleway walkway. Stopped out a guy with his bike there. His cleats had came loose, so didn't have any Allen cleats, so helped holding that and heard a few good stories. Guy does 50 miles a day, so good on him. But now late for the train, so won't be saying too much about coming. But if you like this video and want to see more, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment in below if there's any distilleries you think I should visit, and also to help me, what train station I need to go to that gets me within about 30-35k or 60k, 70k round trip of the distillery.